Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Deck Tech. So today we're talking about Kozilek's ramp because we gotta ramp it up. So yeah, we have a few cards here on the board already, and here's the gist of it. We are going to want to have the least costing rocks possible so that we can make the most amount of mana, so that either Kozilek or our other value cards are going to be able to get out. Okay, so what we have first here is Mox Opal and Mana Crypt. Mox Opal has Metalcraft. We got a lot of artifacts, so that's not gonna be a big deal. So in the beginning, it's gonna be a slow one because it needs 3 to make 1 mana. But in the end, it's going to be a 0 for 1, right? Same with Mana Crypt, 0 for 2. Soul Ring, 1 for 2. Same thing with Mana Vault, 3 for 1. So we're going to be using that logic. Those are like our positive rocks. After that comes our typical 2 for 1s, which is going to be 2 mana gives you 1 mana, and then we got 3 gives you 2, 3 gives you 3, then we got 4 gives you 3. They are not net positive, so that's why they're not called positive rocks, but they are still going to be high impact enough. Then we got here 4 for 2, 5 for 3, and 6 for 3. Okay, so yeah, we got plenty of things to go around with. So there's 2 reasons why we want these positive rocks, and it's because we want to be able to, once we got infinite mana, cheat out everything else. But before we get infinite mana, these help us get to those combos. And in the case of these guys, these are actually combo pieces if they make a 3 mana or more. Okay, so then we got these special ones. They are going to be cards that are going to be maybe slower because they come in tapped, or they can't tap, or they need some amount to tap and be useful. But yeah, once they have enough of the requirements they need, they will be bonkers. They will go crazy. So doubling 10 into 20, it's amazing. You just need 13. But if you have less than 6, this is negative. If you have 7, this is like, hey, +1, you know? Metalworker, you need a few cards in your hand, and you need it to be there 1 turn earlier than that. So that works. So those are cards that are going to be specifically for comboing off, but they offer ramp. Then you got these ramp cards for the combos, and these are the combo card that the combo wants to abuse. Okay, and finally we got these, which are just regular ramp cards. So yeah, we got that as ramp. So Gilded Lotus and Dreamstone Hedron, just like Thran Dynamo and Empower Generator, are going to be cards that are used for combos with Voltaic Construct. Then we have Hedron Archive, Dreamstone Hedron, and Mindstone being draw spells as well. So whenever we don't need them for mana anymore, we can just sacrifice them for mana and draw cards in the terms of 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we have Worn Power Stone, which is a 2 manas for 3, but it comes in tapped, so that's not as useful. And Thought Vessel lets us have no maximum hand size, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's basically how this works. And yeah, we want to get to Kozilek as fast as possible. Another way that we can do this is by looking for lands. Honestly, if we got Wayfarer's Bauble, that means that we can look for a land card, and if we got those land cards being basics, so like a waste is going to be searchable by Wayfarer's Bauble because it's basic, even though it has no waste as typing. We also have a card like Expedition Map. Maybe we want to search for an Urza land, a Tron land. Maybe we want to search for Ancient Tomb, and that kind of thing is very useful. Also, we could get Mana Crypt with a Moonsilver Key. We could get Mana Crypt or Soul Ring, and finally with Forsaken Monument, we can actually double everything. So let's say we have these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Every 5 that are going to tap are going to give 5 more, because every 1 that taps gives 1 more. Therefore, if I have 3 lands, that means that those lands are colorless, right? And so those 3 lands are going to tap for 6 mana. And if I have 5 lands, they tap for 10 mana, and then I can play Kozilek. Or maybe I have ramp cards. So like I have Soul Ring, 1, 2, and then 3, and then Mana Vault, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we can just play Mana Crypt, 8, 9, and then 10. See, so all we needed was these 3, and they come out fairly early in the game. So if we had a land, then that land would also tap for 1. So then it would be 1, and then Soul Ring. Soul Ring gives 2, and then you play Mana Vault. Then this one, and then this one, and then this one, and now you got to 10. Maybe on turn 2, maybe on turn 3. Of course you needed this first, so maybe you set up for this on turn 1, then turn 2 Forsaken Monument, and then turn 3 you can go off. Or maybe turn 2 this, if you have them all, you know, if you have them all. So let's say, for example, how we do it. It could be land or Ancient Tomb, Mana Crypt. And Ancient Tomb, Mana Crypt, and then Soul Ring. And then Soul Ring into Mana Vault. Yeah, and that's enough. Or I think even a basic is enough, or any land is enough. If we got all those 4, and then you play Forsaken Monument for 5. Then on turn 2, you can actually get Kozilek out, and that's really bonkers. That's wild right there, okay? So yeah, that's, we're talking God Hand, but yeah. Yeah, we're talking God Hand, but this also works with 4 lands and a Soul Ring. It also works with 4 lands and a Mox Opal or and a Mana Crypt, you know? I mean, 4 lands is gonna be 8, and then this 2 plus 1 is 11, see? So it's not such a wild idea that we get to do that. So that means maybe on turn 3 we can get Forsaken Monument out, and then turn 4 we can get Kozilek out. That's still really, really strong, okay? So yeah, that's what the ramp is trying to do. We got those oddball parts of ramp that are either searching for stuff or getting us the stuff that doubles, or we can just get combo pieces, or we can just get the positive or negative mana rocks, okay? So yeah, that is all for this video, and comment which one you like the most. Honestly, there's a ton of great rocks here. I'll tell you guys my favorite later. But yeah, there's a ton of rocks here. So yeah, comment that as well as like, share, subscribe, and follow for more. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.